Welcome to section 5, which is a discussion of the use of sections and widgets. So this is part 1, which we're going to talk about sections. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a test page. I already created one here, but I'll just trash it for the purposes of this. So we're going to click on add new page, and I'm going to show you, we're just going to call this test, and then we're going to click the edit with Elementor button up here. Now this is going to take us into Elementor, and this is what it looks like when you're working with Elementor. Now this is the header section. So basically in Elementor you have sections and widgets. So widgets are on the left here, and sections are like the building blocks of your page. So sections are what you're going to use to build the building blocks, the foundation, and widgets are the actual elements that you add to the sections. So to click on you'll have 3 options here. Add new container, which basically adds a new section. You can add a template, or if you click on this, it'll take you to templates that you can use. But for our purposes, I'm just going to show you how to add a section. So you're going to click on the plus icon. Now, here is where you select your structure. So basically how it works is you can have one section here, or you can have 2, as you can hear, and so on and so forth. So if you want 4, you have 4, and then you've got like 4. Now each of these ones with the plus are an individual container in the section. So that's basically how sections work in a nutshell. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a basic one so that you can see an example of how you would use it. So what we're going to do is we're going to say create a, let's have a look. We'll create an icon section in here, and then we'll have put another heading here. So that's basically how you do it. You just drag and drop, so you hover over it, and then you'll see the line is where it's going to end up, right? So I'm going to go into the specific widgets in another part of this section, but I'm just going to basically give you a general idea. So let's just say we'll start from the beginning. So we want an icon and a heading. So what we do is we click on this icon here, and we drag it into here, right? And you'll see we've got the icon here. And then what we're going to do is grab a heading and put it underneath. Actually, we'll put it on top. And then we can edit the text to say, this is my, let's have a look here. This is my awesome icon. And then what we can do is in the other column, we can add a text editor, and it'll just put some Loris Ipsum text in there, which is just like default generated text. And so now we can see that we have this awesome part of our website made up so far. So we've got an icon here, we've got a heading here, we've got an icon, and we've got some text. So that's basically how sections work in a nutshell. When you're building a website with Elementor, you're going to be using sections and widgets a lot, because they're the main building blocks of a website. Now, it does look a bit blocky, but because of the settings, you can actually create quite a different number of looks with your website. So this was the discussion on sections. The next one is going to be a discussion on how you can save sections in order to reuse them. So we'll be moving on to that now.